Okay, it's time for my weekly update meeting. As you know, tomorrow I'll be gone for a week. I don't know that I'm going to hit a meeting next week, so you probably won't get an update from me next week. Depends on when we get back. I don't know what day we're coming back. We're retired. We can do what we want. Although Dale's still working, and he's got to be back to work a week from Monday. So I'll at least be home by Sunday, but we don't know. But anyway, it's called Focus on Fun. And that's the weekly, and that's what we want to do. We want to focus on fun. I got another sticker for my board, and it's Imagine. Imagine how much better you'll feel if you stick to your diet. No, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. I shouldn't have called it a diet. It's not a diet. Because you know what? A diet is something that you do for so long, and then once you lose your weight, you go back to your old way of eating, and then you gain all your weight back. I'm not going to do that this time. So that's my new lifestyle, and this is the way I'm going to eat. I went away for the week. I left Sunday, and I got back Thursday. And if you saw my video, I did a showing you how to pack for a Weight Watcher vacation. And I didn't feel the least bit deprived. If I wanted something, I had a little snack that I had brought ahead of time, and I drank a lot of water. I didn't get into the water to swim because the waves were too high, really wasn't warm enough. And then the one day was the day we were going home that the water was as calm. It was like a sheet of glass. It was so smooth, and the weather wasn't really that bad. And I could have went in, but we didn't have time. We had to check out. So I never got to do it. But the whole time I was there, I did focus on fun. And if you saw my videos, you saw I was my typical wackadoodle self, and I had fun. I really did. With family, there's always a kerfuffle, and every year there's a kerfuffle, but, you know, that's part of being a family. You take everybody as they are, and you move on, and that's what happens. So, I don't even know where I was. But anyway, that was my brother. He was just calling to see if my relatives are coming in. But I don't even remember what I was saying. But people had... You know, we had s'mores, and, you know, they ate out and stuff, and I had my food, and I was perfectly content. Jim doesn't go to the cottage, so when I got home yesterday, he was at work, but when he called me from work and he said he wanted to take me out to dinner. I really didn't want to go out to dinner because we know what happens if I go out to dinner. I have a weight gain the next day because I retain water because of the sodium that they use. That's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. But so I had a hamburger and some fries and water, but and it showed on the scale today when I went, I gained 1.3, and I'm back in those dreaded 60s. It's like, oh, but you know what? I'm not going to let it define me, and I'm not even discouraged with that because I know that I ate well. I know that I did fine the whole time. Oh, that's what I was saying. See? It comes back. It goes in, it rattles around, and sometimes it leaves. But this time it didn't leave. It just stayed rattling around until I remembered. I didn't get in the water to get the exercise that I wanted. But I still had fun. I still ate properly. And I really think that if I wouldn't have ate out yesterday, I would have at least stayed the same, which is pretty good for going on a vacation. And even a 1.3 gain isn't bad for a vacation. And like I said, I know it's the sodium from eating out. And I know that I'm not going to have a problem with that. I'm going away for a week. I don't know if they're going to be eating out or anything like that. But once again, I've packed my snacks. I have them all packed up. I'm going to eat on program the whole time. And I'm going to stay with what I'm supposed to be doing and get back on track. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to make it back in time to get to the meeting next week. What was kind of nice is because I went to a different meeting and I saw my Kim. My Kim was there, but she wasn't doing the meeting. She was just auditing the meeting because she's a district manager now, so she was just auditing the new leader and that. And then the leader that I have on Saturdays now was there, and she recognized me, and she says, "Oh, Sandy, don't tell me you're leaving me. You're coming over here." And I had to explain I was going on vacation, although I was really thinking about leaving her. But now I feel guilty. I'll probably give her another try. So anyway, it's focus on fun. I've told you that before, but. It says, move the way you love. Thinking about physical activity is something you have to do. Something you don't really want to do. It doesn't even sound appealing. Oh, I got to go for a walk. Oh, I got to go ride a bike. Oh, I got to go and do this. But you want to think about it as something you really want to do. I love walking. I walk every morning. I missed my walks while I was up there, but we were on a hill. There's no way I could go up and down that hill and walk, and we're on a highway and it's not safe to walk. So I didn't get my walking in. I kept thinking I was going to go in the water and I was going to get my exercise that way, but that didn't work out either. So I was just disappointed. I really was. But you have to have your mindset. Your mindset matters, and how you do your aspect of weight loss. And don't approach physical activity as, well, I have to do this because I want to lose weight. I myself know that I'm not going to lose weight unless I exercise. But I don't consider, and I've told you this before and people think I'm nuts, I don't consider walking an exercise, although I know it is. But if I don't walk, I have a hard time losing weight. So I kind of knew that that was going to help me, not help me, but it was going to keep me from losing weight because I wasn't able to walk. And I'll walk in the rain, I don't care. I'll walk in the snow. Well, I really don't walk in the snow anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to fall. And you know, let's face it, my big old butt's not going to be able to get up. So, and I'd be laying on there and rolling and doing angels and stuff in the snow and waiting for somebody to find me. And then they would just think I was a nut playing in the snow. Look at that old woman, she's senile. She's playing in the snow, leave her alone. So, but you have to have a mentality. You got to swap the mentality. It's good for me to it's good. I feel good when I do it. It feels good to me. So that's what you want to do. And you want to enjoy what you're doing. Don't pick something that you know you're not going to like. I've always wanted to be a runner, but there's no way I'm ever going to run in my life. I know that I've reached the point in my life. I mean, now there's people my age that do run, but they've worked their way up to that. With my knees and that, I know I won't be a runner, but I can walk. West Virginia Don runs all the time. He told me he's running for me too, so I feel sorry for him, all that weight on his back. I don't know how he does it, yet he still does it, even with dragging me along. But even though I'm not really physically there, he says he's running for me. So I take him at his word. But you want to have goals. But don't set yourself. I know I have to lose 100 pounds. I know that for a fact. But if I say I have to lose 100 pounds, I get discouraged. So if I just say I'm going to get into the next set of numbers, I barely made it into the 50s. And so I knew it was going to be a hard grasp to stay there, especially going on vacation. But I'll get back there, and I'm not going to gain a lot of weight. I'm going to get back there, but I'll have it, no problem. I did miss my 5 for July goal, but that's why you have goals, to attain them. If you don't attain them, you can keep on working at them, and that's what I plan on doing. But choose an activity that feels like something nice you're doing for yourself as an end goal in itself. Like I said, when I go for my walk, I meet people, I talk to people. I'll talk to anybody, but I talk to people, and you kind of see, oh, they're home. How come they're home? And oh, they got a new baby. Look at their baby. The different things you see, especially you see more people in the spring and summer, that's for sure. The fall, they all go back in the house. Winter, definitely, they're not out. In the winter, I'm out there by myself. Kind of like it, though. There's no dogs to worry about. I love dogs, but sometimes they get loose and they come after you. But so what you want to do is you want to find your feel-good moods. So think about a have to rather than a want to aspect for your exercise. Don't say I have to go for a walk. Just say I want to go for a walk. I never feel like I have to go for a walk. And then list the activities, and then list them as what I have to do and what I want to do. There's a lot of things you have to do in life. You have to pay your bills, and you have to put gas in your car, and you have to grocery shop, and you got to drag those groceries in the house. You have to do that stuff. But you can want to do, like, go for a walk, go for a bike ride, play games with your grandkids, even with your kids. So, and the Think Again page says, the unhelpful thought. I have to go to the gym if I want to lose weight and be fit. It's just so hard to motivate myself to do it. But the helpful thought is, I don't have to go to the gym to lose weight or be physically active. I can find an activity that I'd like to do in my neighborhood, and then it won't be so hard to motivate myself, and I can just do it. And an unhelpful thought is, physical activity doesn't count unless I go really hard for at least 30 minutes and break a sweat. I walk at a pretty leisurely pace. It takes me, I would say, about 40 minutes to walk 2 miles, which I think is not going to break any records. But I feel good afterwards, and that's all that really matters. And I didn't break a sweat. Well, if I walk when it's really muggy, I break a sweat. But no, I can't even say I break a sweat. I don't really sweat. I'm a lady. Ladies don't sweat. We perspire. So, but anyway, the helpful thought is all physical activity counts. Whether or not I break a sweat or do it for a long time, the important thing is just moving more, no matter how I do it, and having fun. There's so many things out there you can do to have fun. There really is. But mine is mostly walking. I know I keep bringing that up, but in the fall, I'll go back to water aerobics with Birdie. I do love the water aerobics. I wish I was a better swimmer. I'm not a strong swimmer at all. So I should probably work on that. I could swim during the summer. There's classes that I could take in the summer, or like open swim and things like that, but I just don't. Once again, I'd like to ice skate or roller, no, not even roller skate. That brings me a story real quick. I was a chaperone mom for the Moms Club when they took the kids roller skating, and I thought, I'm going to try roller skating. I've never roller skated in my life. Even as a child, I never roller skated. I never had an interest in it. But I put the skates on, and I got out on the floor, and I knocked out like the third graders, a whole row of third graders. They went flying. So the principal came out and said, Sandy, maybe you should just stay to the side. And I never put skates on again. All the third graders were fine. They, like they couldn't believe it. But I mean, you hit the one and like little dominoes, they all went down. It was a sight. But I stayed up. I didn't fall. I probably, well, whatever. So anyway, the recipe is of something I've never heard of. Freekeh salad with chicken, peaches, and tarragon. It doesn't look the least bit appetizing, but you might like it. Who's to know? So, like I said, we're going to focus on fun this week. And even though the week is over, I know it's a Saturday meeting, but we're going to go from this Saturday to next Saturday. So for this Saturday to next Saturday, we're going to focus on fun because I know I'm going to have fun this week. So that's about it. So I hope you liked the video. I'm sorry that my vacation videos didn't really have anything about my food. It really wasn't Weight Watcher related. I kind of put that up just for my family so that they can always look at it, or in the future they can go back to it. I thank you for indulging me on that. As soon as I get back, a week from Monday, I'll go back concentrating on my food and filming that and how I work in my activities for the day. But I'll be honest with you, if I film it all next week, it'll be family filming. And once again, just for my family to see. But I'd like to share it with you so that you can get a glimpse of my wacky family, because we're all a little bit nuts. So I will see you guys next week.